Hey guys, welcome back. I'm going to be doing a guide here on how to do a full clear of Orgrimmar with the Horrific Vision. Tuesday just dropped, reset happened, so we've got the new version. I'm going to show you the fastest route that I remember doing from back in the day. Okay, some big differences between Stormwind and Orgrimmar is that Orgrimmar has a lot of more caster mechanics than Stormwind did. So a lot of them are just going to be basically standing still, making sure you're finding your exit, and line of sighting a lot, because there are a ton of casters. The other thing too, for some pointers with the Orgrimmar, is you want to pull as many as possible. You want to make sure that you're watching out for those caster mechanics, and that you keep moving. Orgrimmar is also bigger than Stormwind, so you want to make sure that you're optimizing your time while moving fast, okay? Okay, and the fastest route that I remember doing back in the day is pulling a lot of enemies in the Valley of Strength, line of sighting them in a hut, and then moving towards the drag. We're then going to move to the Valley of Honor, where we're going to kill Rexxar, and then use the portal or totem to get back to the Valley of Strength. Then we're going to do a left side clear headed over towards the Valley of Wisdom. We're going to clear out the Valley of Wisdom, and then you're going to mount up. Don't use the portal or the totem portal or whatever, and then mount over to the Valley of Spirits, and then we'll clear that, and then we'll head back over to the Valley of Strength and kill Garrosh. So that is the fastest route that I remember. So let's get into this and see if we can do a full clear. Okay, so we're in Orgrimmar now. Remember, we want to pull as much as possible during this first section here. As a demon hunter, I got kind of nice little perks here, I guess, to move around quickly. The slow here is kind of annoying. The honor guards, you're really going to have to watch out for these two because they do a nasty fear. We're going to come over here to this little hut. It's always been a good little line of sight area. Just make sure you don't stand in the purple. Watch out for the AoE stuns. Once you get the big guys dead, you can basically come out of the hut and kill these shaman. They're kind of annoying. They like to totem. What the hell's that thing doing there? The shamans like to, if you just peek out the door, basically what they'll do is they'll just instant start casting chain lightning on you. So, it's kind of annoying. The one thing, the big difference between Stormwind and Orgrimmar is the casters. The amount of casters in this in this place, it's just ridiculous. There's just so many of them. So, we're gonna come over here to the drag after clearing out the Valley of Strength. Try to avoid the frontals on this guy. The biggest thing is making sure that you talk to the NPC. Do not forget to talk to the NPC. I have a macro that you can just click and then instantly get that taken care of for the dialogue. It's much faster than clicking it. But the other biggest enemy that you got to watch out for here are the Dominators. Okay, those things need to die at the moment you see them. They cast this channel stun on you, which is pretty dangerous. So definitely want to make sure you're killing those as soon as possible. Now, I'm not a big proponent of picking up the potions, but this little scenario is probably a good, time to pick up some if you want to test them. But I've always found that they take a long time to pick up, and then you got to figure out which ones are the good ones, which are the bad ones, right? So I just avoid them personally altogether. You don't really need them.
Check the leatherworking and engineering workshops. Careful around those explosives.
Just wait for the RP here. So we're a little bit above half on sanity already.
This isn't good.
Your screams shall echo in the Master's halls.
Make sure you keep on jumping in the dredge so those bugs don't get on your screen. So. Alright, over here, this one's going to be a little bit touchy. You just got to make sure you're watching out for the poisons. And then when you see your screen starting to get black, just stand still. Because you're going to get these little horrific vision things that come up. And they will stun you. And then eat your sanity away. So just make sure you're watching out for your screen to turn black before you move forward to another group. So you don't accidentally run into these things. So these are just basically poison mobs with a little bit of a knockback and a stun, so just watch out for those. So. If you do this fast enough, you could actually get quite a bit of sanity back from killing these guys. So, wait for the exit. Okay. Also, if you want to, bring some drums, or if you have lust, pop it on Rexxar. It's probably a good idea to do that, just to get this fight done over quickly. The boars like to knock you back quite a bit during that. Plus, you have the horrors that come up. So, killing that quickly is your best option. We're going to use the totem or portal to go back to the Valley of Strength. During this time, your sanity gets frozen, so you don't got to worry about it draining while you're doing this. But, the slow that you have on here for the debuff, I find just using your movement speed, if you have some, versus mounting is better. So we're going to go over here.
Champions, we've been needing your help.
Okay, we're going to go to the Valley of Wisdom here. Kill this guy really quickly. Watch out for his charge. Make sure we're still jumping to get the bugs off our screen. This one is going to be more about strategic. We don't want to be pulling too much, because with the AoE horrors that pop up, plus the AoEs that they do, you could see that you can get yourself in trouble really quickly by just running into stuff that you're not ready to take on. So just pull smart and make sure you're watching out for the mechanics. Oh, shit. Turn the screen wrong. Like I said, Dominators here. They need to die as soon as possible. Okay. We're going to pop a orb here. Oh. We got 2 Dominators here. Kill those really quickly. Watch out for the exit. Yeah, those little things will they'll get you if you're not paying attention. Gee, I'm so out of that. Okay, and we'll just come over here and pwn this guy. Okay. So we've only used 1 orb so far. Just watch out for this guy. He does have a AoE nasty orb thing. And an AoE frontal line ability that is pretty nasty. It'll chunk your sanity pretty these ads. We're just gonna bounce up and go over here. We're gonna head over here to the Valley of Spirits and clear out this. Now this one is pretty straightforward, but make sure you're just focusing down the tormentors as soon as possible. Make sure you click these totems. Still jumping. Make sure we're still jumping. Get those bugs off your screen. Turn up the stand in the bad. Nuke this guy down really quick. And then just mount up. Now we're going to head over to kill Garrosh. So, and we still have 2 orbs to use, and we're at a quarter down of our main bar, so this was pretty easy, actually. I mean, outside of just knowing the mechanics, to be honest, I think if you just don't know the mechanics, Orgrimmar is actually harder than Stormwind. But okay. Oh, we're gonna go Thrall, not Garrosh. Okay, so here we go. For some reason I thought it was Garrosh. I don't know. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. Okay, make sure you stand on those orbs when you're in that little phase. You'll have to go in and out on his AoE. Watch out for his frontal. Silence, find the orb. Get back out. Okay. And that was pretty easy. Probably actually could have killed him without actually using a sanity or another orb. So we did this entire 5 clear with just 1 orb. So that was pretty fun. I actually loved this content back in the day, and I'm so glad they brought it back because this was just fun, interactive content. You could always try to get better, do it faster, you know, that kind of, especially with friends. It just makes it more fun. So, yeah, I'm so glad they brought this content back. You know, Blizzard does like to use a lot of old, reused, hashed content just with a new color, new skin, right? But the Horrific Visions I thought were just really, really polished and really fun to do. So, well, I hope you enjoyed this guide, and thanks for watching. Until next time.